I have found in the time of COVID, there's been a lot of COVID psychosis, a lot of anxiety, animosity, not to mention the politics that are going on in this country, but do you find the difference between presenting this to a man and presenting this to a woman as far as how they gravitate and...
So, my experience, they are absorbing this teaching differently. So, usually it takes time for men to come to this kind of things. So, always when I'm teaching, lots of women, they have that I call the mother nature, the beautiful, the nature they have, because that sensitivity also helping them to get into the higher level too, and same time it's very difficult sometimes. Men coming to this practice less, but if you do the right approach, the right injection to that person, they will get it. They will get it. But I can see in my community, lots of men, they are practicing mindfulness really well here. The men say, my voice, I'm confident about what I'm telling to the person.
Right.
So that my confidence really help them to go and do it. Because when I say this, I know I go through this in my practice, I did it, I receive the benefit, I know I don't say things to them with doubts. Maybe it's working or not. I'm not talking like that.
Right.
Because I experiment, I learn, I gain it, I did it, then I'm telling people. So that is very powerful to men. So men looking for that kind of
reassurance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
confidence.
You did it. They asked me, did you do it?
Yeah.
I said, yes, that's what I'm telling you.
And not to pigeonhole, as we just mentioned, that different people require different design. Do you find, in a broad sense, the men, once they get it,
they are diving in.
Compared to women?
Yes, they are diving in. Then after that, nobody can stop them. They are very powerful, and it's very different characters after that.
Interesting.
Yeah, very different. They are totally changed. I have so many stories. They have a miserable lifestyle, like a big business owner, some famous doctors, and some millionaires, lots of have money and lots of stress, but they do it. Because one business owner said, right after I come to the temple, learn mindfulness from you, I am doing well with my family, my children, I'm doing really well with my business. Because my business turned into great invest. And so he's really into that. Now he's trying to teach the community, his co-workers and his company, and spreading that. So I think if you give it to one or two men, this message, they will take it to the whole world.
Interesting. I attribute men kind of hooking into the concept to the decrease in testosterone. When I have men that are ready, it's either they have hit the bottom of trauma or they're getting older. I'm not sure if it's financially driven or they're ready to retire, but I know that the ones that I try that bite on faster, that can be shaped, are usually the ones that I check them and the testosterone's lower versus like a 20-year-old wild and crazy kid.
Right.
So I wonder, do you have the ones that are strong and adapt quickly? Is there an age group?
Actually, the way I experience it, like 30 to 60 kind of the range. But I have a younger crowd too.
Oh, really?
But even basement right now, there's a younger crowd. They are sitting and with the monks, and we have a younger crowd. But always my approach for the younger crowd is a totally different way. Right. Then the middle-aged crowd is a totally different way.
Right.
Old age is a different way. Right. Because I don't have everything is written, but I know how that I'm working with children all the time. Age 3 to 15, something like that.
Wait a minute. You mean for mindfulness?
Yes. Because I'm doing different activities with the children. So that's my work actually, because I can approach to different age groups.
I see.
Because it's a totally different methods. Sometimes when children come, what I do, I just play and run around with them. That's what I become them.
Okay.
Then they become friends with me. Then I said, how about this? Can you meditate? Then they are ready to listen to me.
They're ready.
Right. exactly. Then I'm teaching. Then they ask me lots of questions. I go to lots of schools. These are different methods, how we are reaching. But when you go to the men's and age 30 to 60, that age they are really strong in their practice. I really like age 30 because I think age 30, for my experience, they are kind of little settling down after their childhood experience.
Yes.
The 30 is a good one because I can see that 29, Prince Siddhartha Buddha, he left the palace.
I see.
Right, 35 he became the Buddha. So I can see why that age is a kind of settling down and questioning and doubts, and so that's a good time.
So I'm coming to you because I think I can usually influence a lot of patients to move into adapt mindfulness, but my challenges are the few that don't, and they're really getting sicker. Some of them, they are apprehensive. They're Christians, practicing Catholics, go to church. They see the priest or the nun or a rabbi in saying, let's try to do breath exercise. No, that mantra is the devil. So is there a way to gently have meditation mindfulness intertwined with somebody's religious practice?
Okay, so now think about this is a church. My temple is a church. We have Jesus,
yes.
Right? We have Jesus. So when I start this place, I said, this place, I'm not opening this place to destroy this church or make it a Buddhist temple or bring all the people to here to make them Buddhist. That's not, I'm always laughing and joking, and this is not the Buddhist factory, make it Buddhist here. Right. That's not my intention. Okay. Most of people who come here, 90% of the people, they are local American people, and they have their own religion. Sometimes they are Catholic, Christian, different religious background. They are so into mindfulness practice. Why they are comfortable here? I'm not talking about the religion. So what I'm suggesting them, if you have a religion, please go to your church, follow it. But still you can practice mindfulness. So Sunday, we are not doing any service in the morning. Why? Most of people go to church.
Right.
So sometimes I go to the church too with them. So we don't have that issue because what we are doing, meditation is not a religious practice, it's a universal practice.
Right.
Because breathing is not belong to anyone, any religion, or Buddha or the Jesus or other religious, the people. It is a universal thing. Focus on the breath is not a religion.
Right.
It's your life.
Right.
Meditation is focus on life. So that's how I see it. It is nothing to do with the religion.
That will make a lot of people that are on the fence very calm, because of the fact that you walk into a temple, you think you're going to be sold goods,
right.
You'll shave your head, and you'll leave your family.
Right. So perfect example. One day I was outside summer day. I saw a young, like a 30, that age young lady kind of walking around. Then I asked her, I smiled and I asked, can I help you? She said, this is a Buddhist temple? I said, yes. Oh. I came a couple of times to look this place, but I'm scared to go inside. I asked why? Because my religion is Catholic. Because my doctor said to practice mindfulness. Because I don't want to do anything against to my religion. I said we are not teaching a religion here. If you are interested to go inside, I can take you because I'm the head monk of the temple. Then she said, I don't know, I'm scared. I said, okay, take your time, think about it. If you want, I will take you in. Finally, she said, okay, maybe I will go and look inside. Then she just walked from this door. Right after she walked in, she looked at this Jesus. Right? Look at the Jesus. She didn't see the Buddha.
Interesting.
Right? She didn't looking at this. She
identified.
Right, so look at the Jesus. Wow, Jesus is here. And I said, yeah, Jesus is here. And she said, I want to meditate, but I don't want to offend. Is it okay if I come here and meditate with Jesus? I said, sure. And so now I'm sitting here, she's sitting there looking at the Jesus and meditating, other people looking at me. So then every day after meditation, I'm giving a talk. So then she has to turn her head to listen to me. Then a week later, I can see she totally turned her chair towards myself because she felt it's not threatening to her. Because I built that confidence on her, just follow your path. So that's how we approach to them. Because most of people in religion, they are living fear and guilt. Yes. That's my experience. So we had to break that habit. Otherwise, I feel sad for those people. Because there are lots of good things we can help them overcome their pain and suffering.
Right.
So because of those boundaries, people cannot break and go through that.
I see.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to be open this place. I always use an example, like analogy. This temple or church is like a school bus. School bus has 2 doors, one to get in, one to get out. We don't control people. You can get into you can come from this door, you can go from the other door. This is not come and believe. This is for come and see.
People come to me with very good coping skills, some high level, and yet there's lacking something, or it's not human. I call it not human to work 60 hours a week. It's not good to stay up all night, all the time. I see that my guys, once they open up, and women too, once they open up, their coping skills and their problem solving is even greater and faster. I think that if we break it down into science, the brain is supposed to secrete 2 types of hormone. The brain is in love, or the brain is in fight or flight. And when it's in love, it grows. Neuroplasticity allows growth, good sleep, good sex, good problem solving. When it's in fight or flight, also a necessary thing, then we protect and defend. But I find that between the two, most Americans, unfortunately, it's all stress response.
Right.
And then they have to do this. And then I think that's why the challenge is they're always looking for more stuff because there's no calm or peace.
My way or what I learn and with my practice, that is the problem too. And why people always love to be in extremes. Sometimes people are in a good extreme, sometimes they are in the bad extreme. So either this direction or that direction. Always they are in here or there. Right? When they come to meditation, they give up everything, no party, no family, they are into meditation. So when they are not meditating, they are going the other crazy side. So I think that is the problem. So what I am trying to teach people, find the middle ground. Not this or not that. So when we are bouncing back and forth, end of the day we are exhausted.
Yes.
So if you find the middle ground, I call the holy ground. Holy ground is the place, my work, I am asking people to stand. Be in the middle, not here or not there. If you are in the middle, then you can grow your mind. That is the meditation.
Okay.
Mindfulness practice doesn't work until you practice loving kindness. All the human beings, including myself, from childhood to now, our lives, we have lots of emotional challenges and difficulties and problems in our life. I call my name, the word for that, I call the wounded minds.
Wounded minds.
Our minds are wounded. But the nature of the human beings, we know how to keep those wounded minds underneath and hide it and live our life kind of normal. Right? But when I'm closely like this level, I'm talking to people, those wounded minds come to the surface and tell me the whole story. I said, forget about the mindfulness. No need to worry about it right now. I'm going to teach you how to love yourself.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Right, it's a tough one. But it's working really well in our community. How to love yourself. Let's talk about the days and months we are talking about the self-love. That's our theme here, the practicing self-love. If you don't know how to love yourself, very difficult to love other people. So put your oxygen mask first before you assist other person. So then I feel when you are really learning how to love yourself, that means you are opening your golden gate to the world. Mindfulness walk into your life. Because I call the loving kindness is the groundwork.
Yes.
So that's what I'm doing. I said, forget about the mindfulness, let's practice self-love. So that's how I'm doing here. So I'm asking people to just repeat, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful, like a little chant.
Interesting.
So then people live with that, few days, then they come back and talk to me, how you feel, did you understand, did you see your distractive, difficult childhood experiences, what is telling you? And so I'm angry with my mother, I'm angry with my father, I'm angry, I'm raped, and all those things people are telling. So because of that anger, whatever good things we are keep putting into them doesn't stay there.
Right.
Yeah, right. Because they are so wounded.
Unsettled.
So then I have to heal their wounded mind first.
Ooh, that's tough. Practice loving kindness. Again, turning the camera this way, you might expose, like you mentioned, rape, post-traumatic stress disorder, triggers in the past that have put people made people bury things. And so my usual, when I have a psychologist come in, sometimes there'll be a letting go, and that is painful.
Right.
If there's nobody else around to support.
Yeah. So, this is it. So, in the Eastern Ayurvedic medicine, and so when the patient comes, it's a really interesting theory. What doctors, they do, they give medicine to make it worse.
Medicine to make the problem
worse. So then it's make it worse. Then tell that person this is the problem we have now. But here I can see many people what they do, they are repressing the problem.
Yes.
Repressing the problem. That repressing and controlling the problem doesn't last long. It will come. It's under the carpet.
Right.
So I'm always reminding, take the problem outside, put it into the table. Let's discuss about it.
Right.
So in the beginning, it is so bitter and painful, but later you get lots of benefit from it.
Interesting. So there will be suffering sometimes.
Yeah. Without pain, you cannot have any gain, right?
No pain, no gain.
No, yeah, no pain, no gain. So it's totally fine. I'm always, when new people come to meditation, like a personal level, I'm asking, are you ready to go through little pain in the beginning?
Wow.
So then I'm telling, if you are ready to go through the pain in the beginning, but during that pain, that process, I'm with you. I'm holding your hand. Maybe my work, I can give a hug to people. I can do all those little things. I care about the people. I listen to them. I give my full attention to that person. So going through that.
That is a problem with Western medicine.
Right.
Because if I have a patient here, I have so many things to enter, sometimes I find myself not even looking.
Right, exactly.
Not acknowledging that you are somebody.
Yeah.